Hey guys, this is the back part of this blouse, the cowl neck blouse. I believe I should start it first because it will help you to understand the front part better. So I'm working with the length of 24 inches. Then the armhole is 9 inches. Armhole 9 inches. The waist measurement, that's the half length, is 16 inches. So the shoulder is 7.5 inches, and the neck width is 3.5 inches. Then the neck depth is 1 inch. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'll come to this armhole line, this 9 inches, which will be my bust line. Then I'll measure the client bust measurement divided by 4 is 9.5. Then I'll add 2 inches for sewing allowance and for ease allowance. Though when it comes to the waist part, that's the half length, is 7.5. The half length, that's the waist measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Here you go. Then when it comes to this place, is the hip measurement divided by 4. The client's hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Don't mind this slanting I did here. I wanted to do it, but I actually changed my mind on slanting it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is when you come to this armhole, I've already slanted it. I've already minus my slanting and connected it here already. So what I'm going to do, if you measure it out, what you will have here, instead of 9 inches, because of the slant, it will be reduced to 8 inches. You divide it by 2. Once you divide it by 2, you have 4 inches. Then you can curve to this place. You curve from here, you curve it to this 4 inches, and that is all for the back part. I hope you all understand it. Then moving over to the front part, I'll be working with 24 inches. When you measure from here to here, is 24 inches, but the whole length is 36 inches. The whole length is 36 inches. In order to get that cowl effect, is 36 inches. You come down by 12 inches. This is my 12 inches. Come down by 12 inches. So that 12 inches, in order to have that neck cowl effect on the neckline. So what I'm going to do is I'll fold it like so. Once I fold it like this, when you measure it, you still have your 24 inches here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'll come down by 3.5. You measure 11 inches. You can go with 11.5, but let me work with 11 inches here. I'll work with 11 inches. This is 11 inches. I'll work with 11 inches. Can you see it? Or should I turn it this way? Okay. Sorry. This is 11 inches. 11 inches. You mark it down. Mark 11 inches down. Once you mark the 11 inches down, you work with you come down by 3.5. When you come down by 3.5, what you have here, you mark down your you minus 1 inch from your armhole. I have my armhole measurement is 9 inches, but when you minus 1 inches for the shoulder slant is 8 inches. So when you come down by 3.5 inches, you mark out your 8 inches. When you mark out your 8 inches, you get your whole measurement. Once you mark down your 3.5 inches. The next thing I'm going to do is that I'll come down by 8 inches. That is your armhole. 9 inches. The armhole I'm working with is 9 inches minus 1. Why I'm minusing 1 is for the shoulder slant at the back part. So you come down, you have your 8 inches. Then at that same line, you came down by 8 inches. This is it. In order not to make mistake, you can show it. You can use your chalk and rule it out, mark it out. You have my bust measurement is 9.5. The measurement I'm working with 9.5 plus 2 inches. 9.5 plus 2 inches. This is it. Then the next thing you're gonna do 16 inches. 16 inches is my half length. This is the half length. My waist measurement, the waist measurement I'm working with is 7 inches. 7 inches plus 2 ease allowance. The 2 inches I'm adding here is for the ease allowance and for the sewing allowance. Then here 42 divided by 4 is 10.5 plus 2 inches. This is for the. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is that I'll go up here by 1 inch. Go up by 1 inch. Then go up by 1 inch. You come in, you divide the 8 inches divided by 2. That's 4 inches. 4 inches, you come in by 0.75. Come by 0.75. Then you curve it to that 1 inch and slant it this way. This is what you will have. This is exactly what you're gonna have. So once you do that, then you come in by half an inch here. Then you slant it downwards. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. In order to get that curve, the same curve you got at the back part, this line where you have your 8 inches line, that is your bust line, you go up by 1 inch. Then you divide the 8 inches divided by 2. You come in by 0.75. Then you curve the whole thing. You curve it to this place. This is for the back. This is for the front. I need to say. Here it is. Then the next thing to do is to cut it out. So this is for the front part. So what I'll do here, you notch it. Notch this place. Once you notch it, this is what you're going to have. Exactly what you're going to have. This is it. So you take it to the machine. I'm working with the length 22 inches, 22 inches. Work with 9 inches, 9 inches plus 2 inches. To be easier, that's 12 inches. Then you come down here, you measure 12 inches. Measure the same thing. Measure 12 inches again. Then you move all of them down. 12 inches. 12 inches. Once you do that, okay. When you finish doing that, you come down here, plus 3 inches. You add 3 inches to this place that you marked. Once you do that, then you come down here by 4 inches. Come down here by 4 inches. The same thing here. Mark 4 inches, then you come down by 1 inch. Come down by 1 inch. Curve it to this place. Once you curve that, you get this. Once you get that, the next thing to do is to mark this to this edge. Is how to get this sleeve. Remember again, 9 inches, that's your armhole measurement plus 2. Armhole measurement plus 2. Then you mark the hole. In order not to make mistake, you come down to this part and mark 12 inches, that the same thing you got here. Then you go out by 3 inches. You can go out with more, 4 inches, depending on how big you want your down part to be, because there will be an elastic here. Then once you do that, you come down by 4 inches. Come down by 4 inches. The same thing here, 4 inches. Then you make a curve. Once you make a curve here to get this, you also curve to that 4 inches. Once you curve to that 4 inches, then you slant it to this 3 inches you have already. To this 3 inches you slant it there. And you cut. This is a sleeve. Okay, now I've taken it to the machine. The next thing to do is the back part of the blouse. You cut out your facing and join it with 1/2 inch, and this is what you will get once you do that. This is what you get. Then you make your notches. You notch every part of it so that when you turn it over and iron it down, it will look very, very neat. And after, you're gonna weave this place, you're gonna weave the edges and tack it down. So this is for the back. So the next thing is to show you on how to join the shoulders, because so many people will find it so difficult. Initially, I used to find it very, very difficult to join the shoulders because it's always very, very confusing. And again, I forgot to tell you, remember to top stitch. Remember to top stitch it. Top stitch the back part before you notch. Okay, now this is the front part. Make sure you pin it down. Pin this place down and pin this place down. Remember, here is where you come down. You came down by 3.5 inches, and that will help you to join the shoulder part. You turn it to the front because now you want to join it. You turn it to the front, then you place the back part. That's front facing front. Your back part, front facing the front part of the other one. So this is how it will look here. So what you'll do here, you can hold down your facing. Hold it down. Hold down your facing. Yes, hold it down. I don't know how clear this thing is actually. I don't know. It's as if the sun is reflecting this so much. So you hold it down. Hold it down like this. Again, the back part. This is the back part. The shoulder part. You place it on that where that 3.5 inches started. This is it. It is very, very easy. It's not hard. This is the front part and this is the back part. You place your shoulder on that place you came down by 3.5. This is exactly what you will have. Then you pin it down. You do the same thing to the other part. This is the facing. Hold it down. Then this is the front part. Remember, you came down with 3.5. You place it here and hold it down. It is very, very easy. Once you do that, that cowl effect will just show immediately. You're gonna join it with 1/2 inch, and that's the shoulder part. You join it with 1/2 inch, I mean to say. Okay, I'm done joining the shoulder, the back shoulder and the front shoulder. I'm done joining it. So once you're done, this is what you get when you turn it to the front. This is the front part, and this one is the inner part of it. So after, you have to weave this part and the cowl part to this place. You have to weave it and tack them. You don't need to tack the frontal part because once you join the shoulder, once you join the sleeves, this will be it won't shift in any way. But the back, you have to weave it and tack it. So let's get to the joining the sides and joining of the sleeves. Remember, the sleeve is gonna have an elastic at the edge. It's gonna have an elastic at the edge.